Hi, everybody. Let me go over what's coming up this week. We're essentially going to be continuing with the How Stuff Works project and article. And let me share my screen and I'll show you what we're going to do next. There have been some interesting things put up on the Padlet. Let me see if I can get it to come up away. There we go. There's a few things here. Now, I've left notes on the ones that are up here. So if you want to go ahead and put your idea up here on the Padlet, I can sort of sign off on it. I have some comments for people, mostly having to do with how long this article is supposed to be and how much you may have kind of wanted to talk about. So it's just something to think about as you're going through. And then the other thing is how to really focus this so that you're not trying to do too much all at the same time. So go check out what's over on the Padlet. And like I said, if you haven't put yours up here yet, go ahead and do that. We'll get up there. All right. So the next thing that's going to happen is, now that you have an idea for what you want to do, is to write a proposal. And you put it in the Google Drive. I'll go back to that folder in a second. There's 5 parts of this thing. There's a title, subject line, put a headline, name the topic, do something so we'll know exactly what you're talking about. And then the first paragraph is a hook. Now, if you go back and look at the article that you analyzed, or any of the other articles that are on How Stuff Works, you'll see that the first line and first paragraph are intended to grab your attention. It's called the hook, right? So if you can come up with a hook at this point before you've even gotten anything written, that would be great. Or just put something in there that you think would catch people's attention. You're not required to put this in your final article, but it's a good place to start. Okay, so, and it's a good place, to put a 1-sentence definition like you've been practicing before. Second paragraph is a brief description of what you're going to be talking about. You can use bullet points. Talk about who the audience is, why you chose that audience, and what kind of visuals you think are going to help. And then the 4th paragraph is why you think you're the best person to write this. So here's a couple of examples from previous terms. You can't see it very well on here, but this one, what this student did was copy the things that were in this proposal and then answer them, which is fine. And you can take a look at that. The second one didn't do that, just went ahead and answered it. So you can see here's the title. This is the opening paragraph. The things the article is going to cover. And then there's some articles that he can go to get information about, to help him tell a story. So that's what you're going to do. And you'll put it over in the drive. Let me go over to the drive here, and How Stuff Works, and put it in proposals. Okay, pretty simple. Don't think there's anything in here yet. Nope. Okay, so just drop them in there once you get it written, and go back over here. I can find it. There we go. So proposals first, and I'm going to take a look at the proposals and give you comments on them too. And then, okay, so here are a couple of tips on the next part of it. So do next Wednesday on the 28th, put a new folder with your name on it. And then in that folder, upload your opening paragraph and at least some of your visuals. Now, here's a tip for you. Go back and look at the article you analyzed and look at how it started. That'd be a good model for how you might want to start yours. Often beginnings of these articles start with questions, provocative statements, interesting bits of information. There's a lot of ways to do introductions, okay? So go look at your article, maybe some others on the How Stuff Works site, and see what they've done. The second tip is to be sure and look at how long that opening paragraph is, because I'll sometimes get people that put their whole thing in one paragraph. No. Everybody who's been doing the analysis, and there's some good analyses in the Google Drive too. Thank you for doing that. Those opening paragraphs are short. In fact, all the paragraphs are short. So we're not doing this, not a research article. It's not a research report, right? You're trying to convey to a more general audience instead of an academic one. And then the third one, if you're looking for images, it's best to find ones that have a Creative Commons license. Now, it's not a big deal when you're at school, because there's a thing called fair use, which means you can use anything because you're not trying to make money off of it. But it's kind of good practice to get in the habit of using Creative Commons licenses for finding visuals, because those are copyright free. Now, this is just a couple of screenshots that I played with, and I'll show you what I got here. So if I go over to images, Google, and then what I did was crochet, just because I did. So the way you find the Creative Commons or the license, the copyright free ones, is you go up here to Tools, and then do Usage Rights. Now this is all the things. These things, a lot of these are copyrighted images. So you want a Creative Commons license, okay? So things will change. So you get a little bit more limited, but these are all things that you can, for the most part, you can, like that one. If you go over and visit, you can usually just download it for free. Now this one will cost you 63 cents. So you go, no, I don't want to do that one. So nope, I'm going back. Nope, not that one. Okay, but you can find things that are free, that you can upload, right? Pretty simple. So that's what that's all about, for finding the images. Let's go back over here, right? So those are images, but this is a before image to show you. Click on Tools, and this has got all clicked, selected. Then if you go down to Creative Commons license, this is the next thing you get up. So it's just exactly what I did. So that's all you're doing this week, is you're writing the proposal first, following this little template, a couple of examples, uploading it into Google Drive. When you go to the drive, go back over here really quick, and you go to How Stuff Works. Make yourself click on this and create a new folder. Jackie, okay. And I now have a folder that I can put my proposal in, right? I so the proposals are in different spots. So you put the proposals here. This is from when you put your your first paragraph in your visuals. So don't mean to get you confused, but the proposals go here, and then your first paragraph and a couple of the visuals you might want to use go in whatever folder you create that has your name on it. So that's all that's going on here. And I think that's it for the week. I think that's all. Okay, so send me messages if you get confused, and otherwise I will talk at you next week. Bye.